good people of the fine daily year of the Resolve Tuna Day, Bravo Day, Anomaly, the Anomakars. You know me as the man who is ready to bring you all another fantastic installment of AWE Rebellion. It's the first Rebellion post Brawloween, and I can say this month there will be a very special Rebellion. After OC Revolution, we will have a Rebellion that will be all OC champions versus AWE champions in a triple threat match. We'll have the AWE champion versus the All-Star champion versus the OC champions for the respective divisions. Tag team titles versus tag team titles. A lot is going to go down, and it's going to be a very special Rebellion. I think that's going to be the Sunday before Thanksgiving or after Thanksgiving? One of those two. Regardless, get excited for it because it's going to be phenomenal. Tonight, though, we got a whole lot on the line after Susie attacking Chie and Hina. Actually, I guess there's one thing that I should mention. I suppose it's better for me to just show the footage. It's nothing that would happen on our premises. In fact, I'm not even sure where it happened, outside of a gas station, a convenience store, I'm not sure. But Sonic and Knuckles were attacked by an already indefinitely suspended Thomas and Kanji. They're getting checked out by a local hospital currently, and right now, Kanji and Thomas nowhere to be found. I don't know who's aiding and abetting them. I don't know who's sheltering them, but you have some nerve. The police are handling it. That's outside of anything I need to do. I'll check with Sonic and Knuckles at some point after they're back. I don't believe their injuries are too bad. One of Sonic, I believe, got power bombed, if you just saw, into a concrete slab, one of those big concrete dividers. Knuckles smashed into a car, but I had to get that out of the way because it's just had me rattled at the start of this. It's been on my mind. I've been thinking, man, we just need to I say we need to do something about these guys. But like, I think we all hate them at this point. Sonic and Knuckles just lost the tag team titles. And now these two, just out in the streets picking fights, literal street fights? Ridiculous. I'll be real though, let's continue talking about what's going on tonight at Rebellion. In our main event, we will have Nao and Reko, the rock artists, versus Panette and Merrin after their incredible performance this past Friday. Racket of Solm said, hey, let's run it back. No titles on the line this time. You have to earn that shot again by going toe-to-toe with them. Also, a rerun of what happened this past Friday. Q-Taro came demanding another match with Greg. He said, and I quote, Greg got lucky. He hit one lucky shot, and I'm going to make sure that I put him away. And I said, don't do anything stupid, and you have your match. He nodded, he tipped his hat, and walked out of my office. After, I'll be real, Akechi was supposed to get trounced by Uncle Iroh. Instead, Alhaitham for some reason came out instead and pinned Iroh when he was expecting Akechi. But tonight, he's got his partner. He's got Gin, 2-on-2, Gin, Iroh, Alhaitham, and Akechi. We'll see how it all plays out though. In an All-Star Champion, in a Fight Forever Championship match, Gatekeeper, the inaugural champion, will go one-on-one with a very game, a very ready Skull. That is going to potentially be a match stealer, but let's talk about a match that might steal our hearts tonight as well. We have 2v2. It is Susie and Noelle versus Chie and Hina. Susie relentlessly assaulted both members of this other team. They're not even a real team. But they said after she attacked us, let's get our hands on her. Noelle, no matter what had happened, not willing to see Susie go down the wrong path, is here maybe to calm her down, maybe to help her win this tag team match. We'll see how it all plays out. That will be starting our show, and that will be right now, actually, as the stars go. Where are the stars? Black. Rebellion starts right now, and it's starting with Susie and Noelle. There were a lot of big, like, Y, X, Y, and Z, Y, like, things that happened there, like, during Friday Night Inferno. We saw what Susie did. We also have to, like, keep in mind what Sakura did. A lot went down, and it's just, here we are. Tragic, to say the least. But here they are, these two. Who would have thunk? But you know who they're going up against? As I also need to... You know, I've never actually refilled my water during a rebellion because it's not live. I can just do a jump cut. I'm gonna do that right now. Chie, hey, Chie, keep them busy. I'll be right back. I'm super duper empty on water. Hopefully nothing happens while I'm gone. I know it's not even live, but you guys should potentially still be afraid.
And their opponents, first from Japan, Chie.
It feels more real when we do it like that, don't it? Because I definitely could have, in real talk, usually I would just stop that and just redo this part of the entrance, but I'll tell you what. It felt more real that way. Did you feel a sense of danger, a sense of fear that something bad was going to happen? I didn't, because I went to go and get some water. That being said, Pilot also says hi. I gave him a snack before I came back to my seat. Because you guys should be grabbing your snacks right now, because this match could cook. Hina and Chie were on the verge of having a dream match. Hina picked up the victory, and instead of being able to celebrate, Susie came in and decimated both competitors. An underhanded attack on two competitors who just went through a grueling match against each other. They are two of the best, two of the greatest of all time. However, Susie didn't care. Susie was here, Susie was ready to just tear everything apart. Now she's got Noelle with her this time. Maybe Noelle is like the factor that is able to calm her down. But a relentless, unhinged Susie, that's not something that we want to see, to say the least. Hina, I can see already staring down Susie saying, oh, you've made a grand mistake. Hina has not had the greatest showings as of late. She was able to take down Chie 2 nights ago. However, I will say, this is Hina. And it's not just regular Hina, this is a Hina scorned. This is a Hina with something to prove again. This is a Hina who wants to fight somebody. March, I think they had a little bit of mutual respect. Susie took a shot, and boy, she better hope that she didn't miss. Hina, best of luck to you. Chie, the same to you. And we'll see who comes out on top tonight. Tag team action. Tag team matches have been kind of cooking lately, if I'm being real. Let's see how this thing plays out. In fact, we have like 3 tag team matches on the cards. Chie starting this thing off. Hina injured in that match against March, still not completely healed up from it, and I know for certain that Susie's gonna try and take advantage of it, but right now trying to take advantage of Chie with a power, not even a power bomb, but did go for the pin afterwards. 1, 2, oh my gosh. Stole 2 already, which is wild and crazy, kids. Big kick, right to the gut, and then Chie goes for the quick tag saying, alright, I got a couple kicks in, you get your licks in too. They're looking for receipts tonight against Susie. Susie's been on a big losing streak as of late. Lost at AV Mania 3. In War Games. Lost when it came down to fighting Samugi once, but then when Noelle was a special guest referee, took the victory. Some people wonder if she only won because of Noelle. Because she had Noelle there to strengthen her, she was able to overcome. But when Noelle's strength wasn't enough to help her overcome the rock artist, maybe something inside of her snapped. She's got Noelle by her side today, who's reversing that into a beautiful bulldog onto Hina. Hina tossed in the corner. No tag made. Instead, Hina with an elbow right to the eye socket and a big running crossbody by the repaired one. But look at that! The speed and the quickness by Noelle. This match is starting to heat up as a flying elbow connects with that of Hina. Hina setting up, sending, oof. Noelle flying. Tried to snap the neck of Noelle, but Noelle able to get out of it. Can you imagine the rage that would have incensed more than likely Susie? She would have been furious. She would have been even more unhinged than she might be becoming. We'll see soon enough. Oof. Shot right to the jaw. Something we may see later tonight when Q-Taro and Sir Gregor go toe-to-toe again. Up in the heavens and down onto the mat. Oh, and a kick right to the head. Hold on a minute. Noelle fires right back. Hina not able to get any really good offense on Noelle Holiday. And going after the knee. Noelle's been a very interesting competitor here in the AWE after that DDT. She's had her highs, she's had her lows, unable to win any sort of championships as that neckbreaker connects. Hina stunned, and Noelle, I think, realizing that, sends her into the corner, running a big splash. Goes up to the bottom rope. And a bottom rope moonsault. Oh my gosh. Do you know how difficult a bottom rope moonsault is? But she sent her into the corner. Hina realizing, alright, okay, this one cooks, and I don't want to fight this one. I want Susie. Chie, it looks like, willing to take down anybody in her path, though, as a kick right to the knee. Chie looking to even things out, forced Noelle to try and make a tag. Noelle might be trying to stay in this match as long as possible to ensure that Susie doesn't lose her temper. As the submission's locked in, Noelle's able to get out of it. With an, not an overhead throw. Yeah, an overhead throw, whipping the arms. Chie holding her lower back, probably a little damage sustained from her fight 2 nights ago. But let's be real. All of these competitors fought 2 nights ago, and we've seen them do this spectacular move before. It's a very fresh Chie, but that move's gonna hurt. Powerbomb into a flying leg drop. Chie, who I think her body was completely fine, immediately going down to orange. And Susie saying, time to keep beating them up. Susie already bringing Chie's body down to red as well. Tag's been made. They're looking to work together again. What do they have here? Up. Oh my gosh! The boots of Susie are dangerous. We talk about the dangerous kicks in Chie, but the boots from Susie, they will take your head off, and it will be devastating. Noelle getting back to the ring, not trying to win this thing by, or lose this thing rather by count out. Hina up around. Oh my gosh, dropping Hina's face onto the mat. Hina struggling to get up. Instead, the pin. 1, hold on. 2, hold on. No resiliency. Hina's finding her stride, trying to get back into her mindset. Her dominant mindset, but oof, I was gonna say she's got very game competitors tonight. A kick right to the face of Susie. Hina has been on, essentially, when we talk about heels and faces, when we talk about good guys and bad guys, we've seen Hina get kicked in the face by Susie as we talked about those boots. Oh, and Susie rages up saying, "You're not going anywhere." Tosses, oh no, tried to toss her into the ropes, tried to hit that dragon's boot right to the head, but it did not work out in her favor. Tag made to Chie. I was gonna say, Hina has been on the wrong side of history before. Hina has attacked people. Oh my gosh, the boot does connect though. Susie walks into the ring and says, Chie, stay down. Chie's eaten 1, 2 finishers, and Hina did not break it up. Tried to get in there, was not quick enough. Chie is now in grave danger. But the reversal. She's able to make a tag. She will be in good shape. Kick right there. Turn back around. Chie doesn't want to make that tag. Chie wants to decimate Susie, and I want to point out Susie hasn't really taken much damage in this fight because Noelle tried to stay in as long as possible. These two need to make some tags, maybe even need to do some tag team maneuvers. Punch to the jaw. Chie, former tables champion, former tag team champion. I gotta imagine a future where Chie is a future world champion as well. Be it All-Star, World Wrestling Champion, or AWE Champion, as the letter wins submissions locked in. Noelle came in to break it up, but she didn't need to. So little damage has been done on Susie. She refused to let her win as a kick rocks it. Hina and a tag's been made. Keep in mind, Chie has that big kick, and she hits it. Galactic Punch connects. Noelle cannot interfere right now. That's 1. That's 2. That's resiliency on Susie. A count of 2, and things have just become way more interesting. Galactic Punt. You saw Susie's head go crazy. She spun around. She didn't know where she was anymore. Chie going up to the top rope. Big splash, but nothing connects. Went high risk, got no reward. And a tag's been made by these two again. They've got some nasty tag team maneuvers if they can hit them. Instead, keeping it simple with 2 elbows. Tried to go for a moonsault. Chie rolled right out of the way. Noelle back in and a big slam onto the knee. We got 1, but it's just 1. Noelle now is the fresher competitor. Susie trying to build up that vitality bar on the side, but look at this. Turns her around. Oh my gosh! Noelle very quickly yanking the leg, maybe trying to separate parts of the knee of Chie, trying to weaken those feet in the process, those kicks in the process. As a pin's been made here, Hina, knowing Chie does not have resiliency, she broke up the pin but also stomped on Chie's face. We want to point that out. anything to break the pin up, I suppose. Try to go for big kicks there. There's a world where we could have seen miracle kicks right there. And again with a power slam, essentially kind of a power bomb out of the corner. Chie is in incredible danger. Hina can't break up any more pins. Noelle has a signature and a finisher. But look at that. Chie, oh my gosh, a kick in the corner. Goes for the pinfall right afterwards, and now look who's in trouble. With that quick boot, that quick punt, a tag has been made there, and you saw Chie immediately turn back around saying, oh no, 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 no. This is gonna end with you and me, but Susie is saying, let me end you. Chie got out of the way of that rocket kick. but still doesn't go for the tag on Hina. Hina, you know she wants some too. You know for a fact she wants some. Didn't go for the pinfall right afterwards. Stomp on the ankle. Goes for the pin. She might be able to steal it here, but Noelle breaks it up. That might have been incredibly wise because look at this. Goes for the suplex. Still needs to make a tag to Hina because nobody can interfere at this point. Nobody can break up any pins. This could end in the middle of the ring with Chie and Susie because she's getting ready for that galactic punt. She sees Susie, she's lined her up, the kick, right to the punt, to the head. It's connected. Ladies and gentlemen, Susie's out cold. That's 1, that's 2, and that is the end of the match.
Here are your winners.
Security is going to watch. They are going to watch Susie as she's going to the back. But I want to point out these two. Chie may have lost this past Friday, but picked up a big victory tonight with Hina as her partner tonight. They may not be a tag team, but they are two fantastic competitors, and we put two incredible competitors together. If they can work together, they can get the job done. 1 galactic punt to the head was all it took to finish things off. Congratulations. The two of them get their revenge, and we go on. Love to see it. Watch out, no, the stars. Take us back. As our night of action continues, I have to ask you one question. What kind of match are we about to have? The All-Star Championship is about to be, the Fight Forever Championship is about to be on the line. It's in there, I promise. But we have to actually figure out what that's gonna be. It is one of these matches as we bring up the wheel. We're getting ready to spin this wheel and fade it on and make this deal the Fight Forever Championship is on the line. It is the Gatekeeper defending against Skull. And they are fighting inside tables, ladders, and chairs. A little tender loving care, or TLC, is about to go down. Gatekeeper, best of luck to you. Could we see his championship reign end so suddenly to a very game Skull? We're gonna find out in a second. Get this wheel off my screen. I gotta go and make this thing happen. And it will be to here. It is edit, customize a match. Yes. One-on-one. No, actually, custom match. Where's our customized TLC match? It is here. One-on-one TLC, put the title on the line, championship, as this match loads. Second match of the night could also be a banger, to be honest. Could also, wait, no, whoops, there we go. Accept. Alright, save. Thank you, 2K. Tried to ruin me. That being said, now we continue, now the match loads. Who are you rooting for, you guys, actually? I'm curious about that. Because we have two of the greats, or rather one of the, I guess I won't say they're two of the greats, but I will say they're two people who have a groundswell of support as the stars go. Black, and we'll talk about it. Because it's TLC, baby. It's really the Fight Forever Championship, Samantha, but I'm gonna let you cook. Out first, the challenger. A man who's had a recent groundswell of support since this summer. After his return, Skull, people have called him that guy. Somebody they could believe in again. And I'm sure people believe in him tonight, but he has a mammoth task ahead of him. A new championship has been introduced, and he could, etch his name into its lineage nearly immediately. Will Gatekeeper fail his first title defense against a very game Skull tonight? I'm excited to find out. Skull, I don't know if pounding on the concrete with your hands, I don't know if that's actually going to be too good for you. You might not want to do that before a grueling championship match. Skull, the best of luck to you. He's resilient. He was down a bad path before. But we know Skull. He's changed. And he's changed for the better. And the audience, I think, realizes that. I think you at home realize that. And I think more than ever, he realizes that. And I think we're proud of him. Still repaired. But hey, he's fixed his attitude. Good for him. That's all I can say. I'm excited to see what he's going to be able to do tonight. At the very least, he's going to give the Gatekeeper a run for his money. And speaking of the Gatekeeper, here he comes. The man of the hour. One of these two will actually be defending the title at OC Revolution.
And introducing the champion from another time. Weighing in at
Here he is.
228 pounds, the Action
Holding up
Extreme Pure
that never give up
Champion,
towel.
King.
I'm not entirely sure why he doesn't have his title with him. Actually, I think I do know why. I think it's TLC, but it is TLC pins. I think the game is just thinking, oh, it's gotta be above the ring. It doesn't. Game, it doesn't. But you know, it is what it is. Tables, ladders, chairs, all legal in this fight. And I guess the stairs and anything you find around the arena as well. But let's see how it all plays out. They can use whatever they need to their advantage, but I mean, I'm excited. That's all I can really say. Gatekeeper is doing what he set out to do. Remember, we've talked about this before. Gatekeeper has his own history, but he wants his history to be not marked with an asterisk. When he won that championship, the world saw the world actually fall apart. The world glitch. The world created void. He was converged and the world was on the brink of disaster, and he was helping to bring it about. That being said, since returning, he said, I want to put that all behind me. I want to make sure that the world remembers me and my accolades as me and not some entity controlling him. I respect that. You have to respect the Gatekeeper, respect his bravado rather, respect his moxie, because now these two are going toe-to-toe and there is no bell apparently. Which is fine, but nice to have a little bell every once in a while. Oh. Gatekeeper rubbing the mask of Skull on the ropes. I think Gatekeeper, realizing that he's still hurt. Not from Brawloween. Remember, Gatekeeper was hurting way before Brawloween. That nagging body injury always is putting a target on his back, on his chest. But he's still ready and ready and willing to fight. Raring to go. And Skull's gonna have to contend with a very excited Gatekeeper, and he's doing it right now, neckbreaker. Both of these gentlemen, at the very least, have gone down a path, a negative path rather, due to some outside entity. Skull during his initial run with the repairman. Gatekeeper, we just talked about with Void. These two have a lot more similarities than you might think. I guess we're gonna find out. Skull, never been a singles champion, but I think very briefly he was tag team champion in a match that he was not supposed to be. And you have to imagine Skull might be on the same journey as the Gatekeeper. Skull was not just repaired, he was also converged. He had been doubled down. And right now he's taking it to the Gatekeeper. We have a referee calling the pins from the ring, the Bellkeeper's area. Hey, they might be slow calls, but that might make this matchup even more intense. You got more time to kick out as Gatekeeper tries to head out Falls still have to happen inside of the ring. No weapons brought into the ring yet, and I think Gatekeeper's thinking about trying to get something in there. No, he's just saying, alright, you want to fight? Let's just fight. Half suplex, a dropping Skull right on the top of his dome. Ringing the arm. Placing it down and stomping on it. This has been, honestly, a pretty technical match. But that technical prowess may be ending now, and it may be going to pure power as no Skull reverses his signature. That was a big reversal from Skull, but Gatekeeper realizing that and saying, I gotta put him down right now. With a big move. Oh my gosh, slammed him into an armbar. Skull trying to wriggle out of it. Gatekeeper still got that arm. Looking at the other arm, Skull can't really get up at this point. Oh, what is he doing here? Snapping of the arm back. That's enough to tear tendons. Maybe dislocate your shoulder. It's a nasty time. Gatekeeper again thinking about getting weapons, but I think maybe just wants a fair 1v1 brawl with this very game Skull. Skull, however, tried to hit a big move. Gatekeeper reversing his signature as well. Skull on the shoulders. Able to get down. And this time hits him right onto the knee. That is vintage Skull. Not one of his bigger moves, but you know what? He will drop you onto those shiny knee pads, those essentially armored, potentially spiked knee pads. As he's prepared for a Gatekeeper and tries to hit a body slam, does not work, pushes him away. Gatekeeper, this time now throwing Skull. Skull rocked with a clothesline. And now busted open. I want to point out once again, these two have been going at it. These two have been putting on an incredible showing so far. It's tables, ladders, and chairs, but they just want a pure wrestling match right now. I think Gatekeeper every so often is going outside thinking, okay, maybe I do. But just doesn't go for it. Big knee to the gut. And a shot to the back, huh? Goes for the pinfall. Gatekeeper's taking so much damage, he could be, oh no, not even a one. Who, Sammy, is that you? It might have been Sammy, but look at this. Knocks it out. The gates are closed. Sammy, what are you doing? Yo, I don't know if Sammy remembers how to call 1, 2, 3. He doesn't have to worry about any other disqualifications, no rope breaks. He just got to count to 3. Sammy, you got to remember how to count, my guy. Gatekeeper tried to hit, nothing to report. Reverses it. Skull has the upper hand, pulled back into another clothesline by the Gatekeeper, and Gatekeeper, I think, realizing yet again, but still doesn't go for that table, has looked at the ladder, has looked at the table, and instead climbs to the top rope. They might just fight a regular, pure wrestling match. Skull still standing, turns him around, skull crushing finale. Ref? Y'all, we might be in for a long fight. When we talk about fight forever, these two might actually be fighting forever. Tossed over almost into the ladder as well. Skull lifting Gatekeeper up. Throws him back into the ring. Looks around, but also doesn't go for any weapons. They might just fight a pure wrestling match. Shots to the gut. Another shot to the gut. It's Gatekeeper slow starting to even things out. Lifting up Skull, drops him onto the ropes. Goes for the pinfall. 1. Well, we'll see it happen eventually, potentially. Eventually, potentially. Uppercut connects. Neck breaker lands as well. Big clothesline. Gatekeeper working on a comeback. Looks to try and put Skull away. Big flying clothesline. Gatekeeper is a clothesline after clothesline tonight. Goes for the pinfall. Whoa. Yo, I actually think the referee is bugged. I think somehow, someway, the referee is actually bugged. I think this match may actually never end. It might have to have a tap-out victory. I don't know if that's gonna fly. Hold on, we got another pin here. What one? This match may have to restart. We'll see. I'm at the very least intrigued. Skull this time connecting with those shots to the back. 2. And if he hits that third one, Gatekeeper's in deep trouble. Goes for the pinfall. 1. 2. Okay, you guys. 2K is a functioning game, but I think I'm going to. Oh, nasty version of that skull-crushing finale. Ref, are you gonna give a count here? Are you gonna be a count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I'm gonna go and get them I might just make them have an Extreme Rules match with only tables, ladders, and chairs under the ring. Maybe that's how we do this. I'll be right back. Fight Forever Championship. I'm all thrown off. Clyde is in the ring this time. I can't trust Sammy to count to 3, but I feel like I need to keep what was there in, because, you know, 2K is sure a game. It sure is. Thank you, Clyde. I trust you to count. I believe in you. It is tables, ladders, and chairs. All of them are under the ring. And we'll see if this match, because they were kind of cooking before. They were having a really nice, like, technical 1v1. This time, Gatekeeper starts off hot. Ducks a clothesline from Skull. Big stomp to the midsection. We've seen all their moves at this point. Goes for another punch, a couple of punches. Lifting up Gatekeeper. Bam! Slammed. I mean, like, there's no rope break. I was gonna say kind of close to the ropes if this were a normal 1v1. If Skull wanted to finish that, he would have had to drag him, and that's, you know, potential for a reversal. And you don't want to give Gatekeeper potential for a reversal. That doesn't matter tonight, though. Scoop slam. Skull able to stun the Gatekeeper early. Maybe in another world. Oh, and look. It's a ladder, baby. First thing brought into this match, this TLC match, was a ladder tossed over. Big clothesline. Big punches, big elbows, and another big clothesline. We know Gatekeeper, I guess, is the master of clotheslines. That's what if I've learned anything today, it's that the Gatekeeper is Mr. Clothesline, but Skull has him in a, oh goodness gracious, I was gonna say that is a submission hold. Gatekeeper able to wiggle his way out of it, separating the hands, able to slide down. Now where's he taking Skull to the corner? Big slap, another big chop, another big chop. Going after the throat, but Skull with the reversal. Going after that weakened back of Gatekeeper. Once again, I can't, I'm not going to comment on it again because I've already commented on it. Big slam onto the knee. And you know what? I think it might be worth mentioning now that Skull, those knees of his are dangerous. He's usually a master of, you know, hitting big skull impact moves. But if you land on those knees, that hurts too. 1. Just a 1. Gatekeeper, his body's already in the red, but he's still kicking out at 1. Rolling out of the ring, Skull not giving him a moment to breathe. Looks for another weapon. This time, draws out a table. Table now in the ring. Skull looking to potentially set it up because Gatekeeper's looking to set up that big ladder. Stopped it from happening last time, but this time it's completely up. Gatekeeper back in the ring. These two are now having an actual TLC match for realsies. Gatekeeper saying, come on into the corner. But I don't know if he wanted to do that. Now with Skull who had a steel chair in hand and looks to do something devious with it. Gatekeeper backstabber. With Skull's back turned. Punches him in the face a couple of times. Tries to combo. Skull reverses. Tries to potentially drag Gatekeeper's head into that steel chair. Gatekeeper with a reversal. Drags Skull over back to the corner. But Skull with a reversal. Now in the corner is the Gatekeeper, and they're just reversing each other back to back. Could this be gates closed? And he's looking to double down his efforts by saying that there's nothing to report. Into the pinfall. 1, 2. Resiliency burned already by Skull. Steel chair now in hand. Gatekeeper puts it right back up saying, hey, maybe that was actually a good idea. Skull saw Gatekeeper taking his time. Lifts him right back up. Waits for him. Transition right onto the metal parts of those tables, but Gatekeeper, ready, turned him around. What is he thinking? Skull's slowly trying to make the climb up to the to be standing up in the corner. Trying to get himself to a vertical position. And now Skull fires back. Gritty combos. And as we talked about again, those knees of Skull are dangerous. Waits for the Gatekeeper to get up. This could be what evens this match out if he's able to hit the skull-crushing finale. And he does. 1, 2. Resiliency's gone on all parties. Skull looks around and decides that it might be time for a little high risk, high reward. Begs for Gatekeeper to get up, and big battering ram by Skull. Essentially using his whole body, getting that chair again. And this time, instead of just, no, he puts it back in the other corner. But before he can, backstabber by the Gatekeeper. Gatekeeper lifting Skull up. He knows he's got to get some big moves off here. Skull is so close to becoming the Fight Forever champion. And to do it, he might have to put the Gatekeeper away for good from the heavens. Big leg drop. Skull's back. He's just as hurt as the Gatekeeper, but he's able to stand up to 2 feet. Able to get out of it. I can't believe that he's done this. And now he's got another chair. This is slowly becoming a brutal match. Back collided with the table. Did you see Skull's back ricochet off of the announcer's table? And right after that, Gatekeeper sees that, continues to target the small of the back. Goes after the knees as well. And is just relentlessly battering away at Skull. Skull instead sends Gatekeeper in the ring, realizing this might be my moment. But Gatekeeper fires back. Twists the arm, wrenches it the other way, snaps the fingers, big chops. And it might be that there's nothing to report again. Skull stands up out of it and has a big clothesline. Iron Jaw burned. Turns him around. But Gatekeeper reverses the skull-crushing finale. But Skull reverses right back. Okay. At first, they were having a good match. Now, they are cooking. Tables, ladders, and chairs all in play. It is anybody's game, and the Skull broken open, bloodied, but Skull able to get out of the way. Big clothesline by Skull onto those tables. You saw him ricochet. Skull getting out of there saying, I might need a little bit more help. Gatekeeper waiting for him for a moment. Oh no, Skull's thinking, I might have to do it all over again. Last time Gatekeeper set it up, this time it's Skull. Gatekeeper still going to the small of the back, trying to drag Skull over. Trying to break the arm of Skull. Skull able to fight back. Skull, scrappy. Throwing metal on metal. Lifting, tried to lift Gatekeeper up onto the ladder, trying to do it all over again. That leg drop, if he did it again, it could have been curtains. Able to do it one more time. This time, Gatekeeper is on top of that ladder, and he's stunned on top of it. Skull's thinking. He's thinking, maybe I don't want to put my body on the line like that as well. Instead, just rocks Gatekeeper down. Goes to get that steel chair, the most useful item. Versatile. Saying, come and get me, I'm right here. Tried to throw it, of course, ladder in the way. Slid through. May have tripped up the Gatekeeper. He might have tweaked his knee. Did you see him grasp onto his knee? He might have tweaked it. This could be Skull's moment. And I think Skull quickly realizing that, throwing Gatekeeper back in. And gets that steel chair. Walks back. Gatekeeper knocks it out of his hands, lifts Skull up. And drops him onto the turnbuckle. Skull slowly rising to his feet. Gatekeeper throwing him up. Tried at the spear, missed. We've seen Gatekeeper take out many competitors with those spears, but he reverses right back, goes under Skull, and a big clothesline sends him down. That wicked clothesline by the metal arm sees the end of this match. No, it doesn't. Skull continues to fight. And Skull's realizing, okay, I am gonna have to do it again, but this time doesn't work. He went from the well too many times. Too many limes. Skull, as we said earlier, put his body on the line before he was like, it might not be worth it. And he might have been right before, but look at this. He dropped him onto the knees. Onto the knees again. And a third time onto the spiked knees. We were talking all this time about Gatekeeper hurting the back of Skull in this fight. But you have to keep in mind, Skull was dealing with an already injured Gatekeeper. Gatekeeper turns him around. We might be seeing... Oh, don't... Oh! I thought he was going to try and powerbomb him onto the ladder. Stomped onto the back. Skull able to lift up the Gatekeeper. What is he thinking here? Big rolling maneuver. May have collided afterwards onto that chair. Gatekeeper's almost stunned. I was going to say, I thought this match was over a hot minute ago, but it was not. Skull throwing Gatekeeper into the ring. Gatekeeper writhing in pain. Honestly, could be it. Honestly, might be it. One. Might be it too. That's it. Skull's your Fight Forever champion. We had just talked about it. Outside the ring, he dropped him on his back on those spiked knees 3 times. And now he's the champion. That's the magic of the Fight Forever championship. You can hold on to that glory for a long time, or it could be over in the blink of an eye. This time, Skull walks out with the gold. His first bit of singles gold in his career. Drinking in Skull, after what had happened the first time, you earned it this time. Was Gatekeeper at 100% now? But Skull is, and Skull's gonna be at 100% going into OC Revolution as the stars go. What? We must go on with the show though, because I mean, you know, that match lasted longer than I thought it was. Mainly because of what had happened, you know, right before it, to be fair. However, we got ourselves another tag team fight. This time it is Iroh and Gin. It is Alhaitham and Akechi. Iroh wants Akechi's blood at this point. And if he has to get through Alhaitham to do it, this time he's ready for him because he's got his little buddy with him. Gin, Iroh. I'm sure the world's rooting for you. However, you gotta keep that focus. Let's see if they're able to do so as the stars go. Black. Out first. We know that music all too well. It is Mr. Golden Ticket himself, Alhaitham. He knows the two good friends, maybe even like family now. Kaito, Cassius are his targets. It's still a matter of when he's going to cash that thing in, but just know he's got it on him. Do not forget about Alhaitham. And maybe Alhaitham took this as an opportunity to say, hey, remember what I can do, because I'll do it to become champion. Do I believe he could do it? Oh, 1,000,000%. I'm certain he could do it. That being said, he's found himself partnered tonight, not with his partner, not with Kave, with the man who gave him an opportunity. It is Akechi. Or maybe I suppose it's Crow. Very villainous in appearance, but honestly, this appearance is much less villainous than what he did at Brawloween. Akechi showed up in a match where Uncle Iroh was dressed up as his own nephew. That was enough to throw Iroh off of his game, and Iroh, he was out first in that match. Akechi survived until the final two. Maybe he should have had multiple costumes to throw multiple people off of their game, because Cassius won that night and he was able to become the All-Star champion. Regardless though, Akechi, the best of luck. Oh no, not the best of luck to you actually, Akechi. Screw you for what you did at Brawloween. I'ma be real. Wasn't as bad as Mew, but it was still, you know, not super cool. Not super cool of you. Again! Not coming out with Iroh right now. I'm not sure why, but you know, that's fine. I suppose. Gin and Iroh, they have a lot of history. Gin has not really been out of action that long. He competed on the, I guess, the build-up to Brawloween, was not able to claim victory. However, was still at Brawloween in spirit through Uncle Iroh dressing up as him. These two have gone the distance together. They have been tag team champions. Gin won the Rumble last year. Was not able to win at AV Mania 3. Kaito still held on to that championship. I digress though. Gin knows what he wants to do. He wants to show the world what he's capable of. He wants a singles title. Maybe that's why he's coming out solo right now. But do not forget the man of the hour. It is Uncle Iroh. And you gotta know how mad he is. The dragon roars. You know, if I were Akechi, I wouldn't want this smoke. But you know what? Now that I think about it, if I were Akechi, I probably would want the smoke. No, maybe this makes sense. Maybe everything here makes sense, actually. I realize maybe why Akechi's doing this, but why Uncle Iroh? Why Iroh? That's my guy. Also, when did he change out of his crow gear? This Akechi, not I might have accidentally said a country. Which also isn't wrong though. Uncle Iroh. He wants to do it. He wants to prove that he can take down Akechi. I don't think, no, he doesn't want to prove it. He just wants to whoop him. Let's be real. Uncle Iroh's mad. And rightfully so. There's a lot of people who are mad in the AWE for certain reasons, and rightfully so. Iroh saying, hey, we can do this, but please. If Akechi tags in, I need him, he needs to be mine. Again, starting off against Mr. Golden Ticket. Alhaitham, admittedly, oh, hold on, the power off the gate by Gin. I was going to say Alhaitham, although he doesn't compete super duper often, we know just how strong he can be. Iroh taken down with a clothesline. Alhaitham is fast. And look who he actually tagged in. Iroh may be getting what he wants early, as these two are now both in the ring. Drop kicked him in the face. Iroh still standing. Combos, Iroh still standing. Knee to the jaw. Iroh's finally rocked down. But he rolls right back up, and a big knee trembling the face. And already look at how he is hitting him with such force that after 2 moves in this match, he has already broken his face. And Iroh's bringing everyone into the ring. That's how mad he is. The ire of Iroh is real. Scoop slam onto Akechi. Sees Akechi rolling out of the ring, not giving him a moment to breathe. Buckshot lariat. And a big, might have been a little bit of a modified headbutt to the groin. Referee's discretion, tossing Akechi into the stairs. Iroh's really mad, actually. I have not seen Iroh fight like this before. Iroh's furious. Wait, this is actually great. Akechi realizing maybe he doesn't want that smoke, but steps in. Tasting his own blood. Big chop. Iroh said, Gin, let me in there. And Gin said, okay, teacher. Akechi finally getting a reversal, but it doesn't do anything. Oh my gosh. Into the pinfall, Alhaitham breaks it up by taking out Sammy. And Iroh did, yo. I don't have words for how wild Iroh's going right now. I've not seen Iroh ever like this. Never ever. And Akechi kicks a child in the face. Boo. Lifts Gin up. Slams him down. They did basically no damage to Uncle Iroh, and he was in there for like a good couple minute stretch. Gin said, I put him in the corner for you. And Uncle Iroh said, big splash into the corner. I think if Akechi had waited there for 1 more second, he might have gotten hit with that ring of fire that we know so well. Tossed into the ropes. Oh, I think he was going for the firebomb. Or rather, the fireball powerbomb. But it was reversed by Akechi, who's now finally starting to take it to Uncle Iroh. And I want to point out that Akechi has not... Oh, what is he doing here? Backflip into a German suplex. Dropping Iroh on his dome. Feeling kind of hurt, but he was looking like he might be okay. Still doesn't get any... I was going to say, he's still not, like, going to make the tag into Alhaitham. Big Al's ready to go. Akechi, you got to remember, Iroh is hitting Akechi with harder strikes than usual. But once again, he might be losing focus in his rage. Pele kick connects. And Iroh crumbles down onto the ground. Akechi finally makes that tag to Alhaitham, and now Alhaitham is looking to target. Oh my gosh, Gin! And now going after the Mad Dragon, but that dragon is indeed mad. No, doesn't step back in. Hits a drop kick afterwards. Yo, Iroh's crazy. Yo, I didn't know that Iroh was like this when he's mad. Uncle Iroh heading to the top rope, saying, hey, get up. I'm not done with you. Big flying crossbody. And goes right back after Akechi, saying, you get in here too. I want you both right where I can see you. Drags Alhaitham to the corner. Kick to the midsection. Wrenching the arm and the neck with that move on the ropes. Turns around. What is he thinking? Iroh's got a signature, got a finisher too. Alhaitham stands right back up. Gin tagged in saying, hey, that guy hit you. Show him what you're made of. Oh, look at that good duck into a backstabber. Hold on, look again. Uncle Iroh said, show him what you've got. Goes for a quick pin on Alhaitham. That's one, but it's just one. Alhaitham is Mr. Golden Ticket for a reason. He ain't no pushover, trying to get a cheeky pin on Gin. Gin is a former tag team champion. Keep that in mind. Headbutt by Gin? I guess maybe Gin's a little bit hard-headed, but goodness gracious. Didn't think it was going to be that effective, but it took Alhaitham down. Gin kips right back up. Big power by the little mans. By the child. Hit a spine buster. Honestly, shades of Eggman, but Gin's spine buster kind of nasty. Went all the way around the world with him. Gin able to avoid that attack by Alhaitham. Drops him onto the knee. Walks around saying, okay, teacher, he's yours again. It's like he's tagging out for playtime. Iroh waiting for him to get up. Alhaitham, it might be time to get hit. Oh my gosh, that's not the firebomb. That's what I thought he was going for, but instead dropped Alhaitham on his neck. Oh, roll up though. Is he gonna steal one on Uncle Iroh? That's one. No, Iroh's mad. So mad he kicked him in the top of the dome and still went flying trying to stop that hot tag. But instead, Alhaitham with a roll up into a slam. The story of this match has been the anger of Uncle Iroh. Will it be enough to take down this team of Akechi and Alhaitham? Right now, they're focusing in on Alhaitham. Akechi can't come up. Oh, reversal by Alhaitham. Gin could be in trouble now, because it looks like they're trying to isolate the poor child. But Gin not giving up that easy. He said, don't call me a poor child. I've fought with the best of them. I fought with the scariest of them. And now he's saying, this is for teacher. Able to dodge that kick and hit a drop kick to Akechi's back. And he said, you said you wanted him, go get him. Oh my gosh, with the knockout shot, the kill shot. Gin gets in there saying, I'll help you, but Iroh might be in a little bit of danger now. Resiliency not burned, but trouble is brewing for Uncle Iroh. I think what we're seeing is here. Iroh didn't really want to drag Gin into this fight, but he needed a tag team partner. Can think of nobody better. Rope burn with the ropes. Punching Gin before going back to Iroh, trying to incite him even more. Maybe trying to string him along to making a mistake. Oh my gosh. That's the... Hold on, he's doing the Dragon Sleeper. Shades of Panette. Alhaitham able to get out of it. Kicking Uncle Iroh in the back. And an uppercut. Alhaitham has a signature finisher if he uses those. Honestly, they're in a great position right now. They could take out Uncle Iroh. Shot to the back. But a sneaky, cheeky roll up on a go roll Akechi. 1, 2. Almost stole it. But I can't even call it a steal with how Iroh has been performing, to be honest. Any pin on those two, to be honest, could just be curtains. And here, exemplifying it right there. Iroh could have made the tag right there. Oof! Did you hear the sound of that? Through the suit, the tie, and the shirt. Could you hear it? Wicked kicks, tossing Akechi across the ring. Says, if you want it, I can make the tag. Did not make it. And look at that, Alhaitham able to get a shot onto Uncle Iroh. Iroh, however, turns around, big knee again. Akechi rolled right back out saying, alright, I need to reassess the situation. Old man stronger than he thought. Did you see the quickness on that over-the-shoulder toss? And there's that move we were looking for. Fireball has connected. Rolls into the pinfall. That's one, and that is a breakup. Alhaitham rushes in there to say, alright, we can't lose this match, not like this. Oh, but they might lose it like that. Uncle Iroh with these innovative moves. This has been the Uncle Iroh showcase, and Gin has been like a cheerleader. Look at how fresh Gin is. He's doing a swinging guillotine. Tags Gin in saying, alright, you show him what you're able to do. Lifts Akechi up. Tried to, I thought that was like a modified cat's claw. It wasn't the signature version of it, and it was not enough to win the match because that was resiliency. But if he hits it this time, it could be curtains. Tosses him in. Akechi with a shoulder. I'm sorry, an elbow right to the face of Gin. Throws Gin into the corner saying, oh, you're light and this is light work. Oh no, what is he doing again? Hey, no, Akechi, hold on. Akechi, he's really just a kid. There's no need for all of this. Oh, there's no need for all of this. The impact. Akechi hurt off of it too. Saying, well, if I can't beat you, Iroh, I'll just have to beat your protege. Resorting to dastardly tactics into that German suplex again. Gin kips right back up though. And what is he doing here? Oh, trying to hit a powerbomb of his own, but reversed by Akechi. Gin may have been thinking about the fireball. Learned from Uncle Iroh, but tossed into the corner. Akechi still wearing down on Gin. Gin now stunned, and that's the last thing you want to see, as it looks like Akechi's just continuing to target his legs. He tried to do move thief. He tried to hit the cat's claw, but instead again reversing poor Gin. Iroh not coming in to help, trusts his protege, and his protege does indeed kick out at 2. Oh my gosh, kicked him in the shoulder. The people's moonsault. Akechi, this mask of his, saying that he's a man of the people, finally makes a tag to Alhaitham. After essentially getting embarrassed, or rather embarrassing Gin. Oh, kick right to the face. Gin's not happy. You thought you saw the ire of Iroh? You're about to see the ire of Gin. Because he said, alright, get up. Cat's claw connects. Scraping the claws against the face of Alhaitham. Has to go make that breakup. Gin lifting Alhaitham up again. And does actually hit the fireball this time. If Gin makes this cover, both members of the other team might have just burned resiliency, and that is the case. If Gin's able to hit the cat's claw this time, and wisely Alhaitham rolls out of the ring saying, why did I team up with this idiot Akechi? He earned the ire of the wrong team as he gets spiked. And Gin outside of the ring going wild, going crazy. But Alhaitham, I think, more than willing to win this thing by countout. I might have spoken a second too soon because look at this. Steps in. And rolls through. What is Gin? Alright, look at you. Look at that, Gin. But that honestly might be enough. That's one. That's two. That's enough. They did it. And Gin gets the pin. You love to see it. The boys. Gin and Iroh. Still as good as ever, even with Iroh losing focus, saying, it's not all about me, it's about those that I care about. Letting Gin get in there to finish the job and prove what he's got. Gin also wants to be a future singles superstar. We know that as a fact. He wants to prove to the world that he's got what it takes to be at the top. After tonight, I think he's proved it. He just pinned Mr. Golden Ticket as the stars go. Black. He did. That's it. We just have to keep like pointing that out, but our night goes on as the show continues. It is 1v1. Q-Taro, Sir Gregor going at it one more time. This time, Q-Taro said, don't worry about it. I got this. Which concerns me that something dumb is gonna happen. But hey, I guess we'll see. Q-Taro, please don't do something stupid. As the stars go. Black, I think Q-Taro just wants to prove himself that it wasn't just one lucky punch. But once again, his vernacular was, I want to prove that he just got lucky. And Q-Taro, at the very least, forced to come out first. Had to make sure that he didn't just attack Greg as he was walking out. Because that would be something that he would do. And it's something he has done in the past, actually. He did it to young Mitarai. That's what we know Q-Taro's got a history of that. Q-Taro honestly has a pretty mixed history. In the AWE, he's just kind of been an unstoppable, not unstoppable, he's been stoppable, he's held no gold. He's been a stoppable force, but he has been a force. Calling him a force? Not much I can say, not much else I can say. That's him. A force to be reckoned with. Q-Taro, best of luck to you tonight, I guess, in this rematch from this past Friday. And Greg said, well, if he wants to fight again, we can fight. Well, once again, that's not what he said. He just kind of screamed, Greg! Q-Taro seemed oddly happy.
Weighing in at 477 pounds, Greg.
I was gonna say he actually seemed oddly very happy. Why do I find that odd? Because he just took a lucky punch from Greg, couldn't kick out, had no resiliency, said I want to throw down again. Maybe he just wanted to have a better match. Maybe I misunderstood him. Regardless, Sir Gregor has apparently been knighted. Knighted by who? I have no idea. But he's sure still wearing a knight outfit, so I'm just gonna say someone probably knighted him. Or he went to Spirit of Halloween and had a very good time. I think those are both equally likely. Will we ever know which one's the truth? Probably not. However, these two are going at it again. A big meaty rematch. Not a big meaty match, a big meaty rematch as these two go toe to toe. Clyde. And starting off hot, Q-Taro saying, alright, you're not getting a single move off on me, going right after the big man. We talked about this before. Greg has that reach advantage, but right now, I think Greg also has that mental advantage. He has gotten a big victory over Q-Taro, quick fashion as well, after a shot to the head. Q-Taro is not letting Sir Gregor get any offense in. And that continues with that elbow drop to the chest. There could be a little reversal in the world here. We might see Q-Taro pick up the victory while, oh my, Q-Taro going flying. Y'all, Q-Taro is a big man's, and he went flying over that top rope. This is legitimately a fired up Q-Taro. That being said, he's also a Q-Taro who just, oh my, Greg just went flipping too. We're at a 4 count. They need to get themselves back into the ring. Ooh, hold on. We've made our way to 5, halfway through the count. Ducked there. Once again, they got to get themselves into the ring. Q-Taro not looking to win this thing by countout, wants to win this thing decisively, goes right back after Greg. And he's been in control this entire match, but look at that. Oh, man. Big punch. Honestly, Q-Taro could be out for all we know. But it looks like it might take a little bit more than that. Q-Taro able to kick Greg back. Greg rolls out of the way. Toss into the corner. Big splash. Oof. Big shots to everybody, and a sleeper hold by Greg. But they're so big he got caught in the ropes. Q-Taro saw his life fade before his eyes. Greg is strong. That's a big, and as I've said many a times, that is a big schmeedy man. Greg with a reversal, able to capture Q-Taro and just drop him down like he's a baby. Please do not drop your babies. Greg rages up. Q-Taro does not have resiliency built up. If Greg decides to just hit him with that knockout punch again, it could be all she wrote. It could be all she wrote. It looked like he was potentially going for a punch. And instead, Q-Taro going for up into the skies and drops Greg down into the pinfall. Greg does not have resilience this time. That's 1. That's 2. Greg kicks out. Here's the thing. If Q-Taro is able to hit the burger bomb before Greg works up any more meter, I'll be real. It could be curtains. Rolled through. Burger bomb out of nowhere. That roll through burger bomb connected. But not the burger bomb he was seeking. We're at a 3 count. Greg tossing Q-Taro, and I want you to point, I want to look, everybody, I want you to pay attention. Q-Taro once again, no resiliency. Greg, reversing the burger bomb. Is Q-Taro about to suffer the same fate? Big combos, connecting. 1, 2. Q-Taro kicks out. Q-Taro kicks out. Okay, they are fighting a gritty match tonight. Dropping the fist onto Q-Taro. Begging Q-Taro to get up, saying, this time it's over. Q-Taro catches the punch. He has legitimately learned better this time. Was it really just luck? I think we're about to find out tonight. Rolling through with that clothesline, Q-Taro rolls out of the ring. Steps right back in. Greg. Shot to the back. Into the ropes. Pop-up punch. Into the pinfall. Q-Taro once again no resiliency. 1, 2. Able to kick out of another hit to the head from Greg. What is Greg thinking here? From the top rope. Another punch, this time to the back of the neck. Might have hurt Greg's hand. Q-Taro, with every hit, is in more and more danger. The hands of a faceless are relentless. And if, again, this shot connects, again, he blocks it. And this time, it's Greg who's going for a ride. No, Greg blocks it, too. This is the meaty match that I think they wanted to put on. This is the match that I think they wanted the people to see. Q-Taro's up. Greg trying to hit a big move, but Q-Taro able to block it. Gets down on 1 knee. A couple heavy hits of his own. And on the outside, he sends him flying down. Q-Taro's got to get him inside of the ring. And that's exactly where he sends him. I told you, Q-Taro might just really not want to end this thing by countout. Might want to get a decisive victory. Might have just wanted to have a better match. And an elbow drop. Gets all of it. An elbow drop, that thing can hurt. And for one, for two, Greg this time did not have resiliency.
Here is your winner.
Oh my gosh. Yo. Q-Taro, stop crawling with people like that. I will say, that was a great match. It was not a long match, but it was a great match. And I will say, Greg also lost this time because he did not have resiliency built up. Once again, nobody has burned resiliency in a fight between these two. What a fight. They might have to have a third one. I'm not mad at it. Cause they're starting to put on shows. Not for nothing. We will, however, head towards our main event as the stars go. Black. Ladies and gentlemen, 2v2. They tore the house down at Brawloween. And Unbreakable Reko are ready for this. Unbreakable now versus Merrin and Panette, the Racket of Solm. And it's happening right now. We're in for a treat. Not for nothing, we are in for a treat. Y'all, get ready. I'm not sure if the world is ready for this. They're making a run back. It might not be for the title. But if they pick up the win, they might get a little title rematch. We'll see if that unfolds as... Pardon me, there we go. Have to click the button. As the stars go. Black. Lady... Oh, they're already in the ring. Now... Reko, ready. Yuri? Mew and what? Mew, I guess, makes sense. She's got a rich history now of fighting people, but Yuri? This is not our scheduled tag team match. They're not even a registered tag team. What are they doing? I think the refs make... no, I don't think the refs making the call. I think Racket of Solm made the call. Said, hey, whoever wants some can come and get some. It's the start of this match. Oh my gosh, and it starts with a spear. And I'll tell you what, Racket of Solm probably fired up. I'm sure they were looking forward to having another banger against the Rock Artist, but instead, Mew makes her face known again after putting LA Knight in legitimately the hospital. After their grueling ambulance match and after what she did. Hold on, look at this. Beautiful maneuver, tags been made. They're making quick tags, at the very least. Yuri. And I'm not sure what to think about Yuri teaming up with Mew. Mew has been kind of a sicko recently. Kind of a sicko, kind of a jerk. And Yuri, I don't know, maybe sees something in Mew, or maybe just wants a shot at these champions, rolling through TDT. Okay, look, Racket Solm, they cook. No matter what you do with them, they know how to put on a great match. As look at that. Incredible Hurricane Rana elbow drop to the heart. Mew with a kip up. Toss to the corner. And drop in the face of Merrin into the corner as well. And going for it again. Merrin with a block. Kick to the knee. And I wonder what this does to the psyche. the psyche of Racket of Solm. They were expecting their old rivals, or I guess their new rivals, newish rivals, their autumn time rivals of the rock artists. Instead, they have to contend with, boom, big splash, Mew and Yuri. Mew and Yuri do have some history together, working together, admittedly. A hot minute ago, they were able to do a fantastic job together as a team. Today, though, they're facing the tag team champions and a different, I want to say a different kind of tag team champion in Merrin and Panette. Because right now, Merrin's okay, well, unsurprisingly, Merrin's going nuts. Let's be real. Merrin, she's a G. A certified G, a bona fide thug. And look at this, over and into the feet. Merrin sets a Mew up, a Mew rolling through, double stomp to the chest of Merrin. Finally able to get some offense, then going right after Panette with a, leaping DDT, spiking Panette's head onto the edge, the corner part of the apron. Throwing Merrin into the corner. What is Mew thinking here? Mew, who dressed as a dead Paimon, now looking to try and tear apart the tag team champions. Saying, tonight I'm going to prove that I am undeniable. Turned around, flattens Merrin with that move. Mew starting to work up some offense, and if this, I was gonna say if this move hits, but she didn't even go for her signature. In fact, Yuri hasn't really been in this match at all. For real. Mew, wisely, technician in Mew, going after the knees, going after the legs, trying to destroy the coolest kick in town. Merrin, however, saves herself from being stunned, runs over. Look at that. Don't look at that. What happened? She kind of phased through her. Did not work out in her favor at all. In fact, she might be hurt after that. Mew again using the ropes, and I want to point out that she can't hold this move for more than 5 seconds. Can't hold a move on the ropes for more than 5 seconds. You gotta break it up. And Mew using every second she can, as she drops the face of Merrin onto the mat. Merrin having to use some of that signature bar to mount a little comeback. Trying to decimate Mew as much as she can by herself. Trying to goad Yuri out into making a mistake. Kick out by Mew. At 2, no resiliency. You have to know that. Big splash. Mew starting to realize she's in there with one of the best. One of the best in Merrin. One of the best in-ring competitors. But when you think about it, it's not one of the best. She's in there with the best tag team in the AWE. In terms of overall performance, in terms of consistency, in terms of bangers, it's Racket of Solm. And there is no second. Again, Mew's trying to weaken everyone down a little bit, but for Yuri. Because look at this, if she's able to hit the signature onto Panette, Yuri's completely fresh. And, speak of the devil, Butterfly Bomb connects. Goes for the quick pinfall. Merrin, I think, realizing that, but knows that Panette's still super fresh. Does not come in because Panette kicks out. No resiliency, saying, we're the champs for a reason, and we've been champs for nearly a year for a reason. Kick right to the jaw. Panette stands right back up. Into the corner. A tag's finally been made to Yuri. What are they thinking here? Double elbow to the throat. Oh, and then a little bit of extra flair afterwards. Yuri focusing in on Merrin as well, saying we gotta weaken them as much as we can. Mew took a certified beating. Dropped onto the knee. Panette's face colliding with that announcer's table, but still able to fight back. These were the two freshest people in the match. But now we're at a 5 count. And Racket of Solm may be saying, hey, You guys came into this. We weren't even supposed to fight you guys. Maybe we'll win this thing by countout, just like good old times, but did not make that the case. Hold on. What is she doing here? Oh my gosh, she's not back in the ring. Yuri sends her back out of the ring. They won by countout.
Here are your winners.
Yuri using brains. You even saw her do this for just a moment. Using her brains to keep an emotional set of tag team champions down. And outside of the ring, Panette could not walk back in because Yuri was there stopping her and sent her back to the outside, which I think, admittedly, I'd have to talk to that referee. I think that should call for the count to be restarted. But I'm not sure. Yeah, Ryuji's the Fight Forever champion. We do know that, but that what is going on? I'm sure the Rock artists want to now get their hands on Yuri and Mew. I'm sure Racket of Solm wants to get their hands again on Yuri and Mew. Well, I guess we're about to see how this all continues down the road to maybe the fight before Christmas. We'll click exit right now. This has been our show, a very chaotic show. We had Mew and Yuri show up in what in a match they shouldn't have been in. Q-Taro and Sir Gregor this time had a bit of a banger. However, Sir Gregor did not have resiliency built up this time. A little turnabout. Alhaitham and Goro really faced the ire of Iroh, but Gin was the one to get the pins after his teacher said, "Go do me proud." On to Mr. Golden Ticket, by the way. Ryuji, after a very glitchy match, had a very fantastic match against the Gatekeeper. He may have been injured before the match started, but it's Fight Forever for a reason. Skull is your new Fight Forever champion. And lastly, or I guess firstly, it was Susie and Noelle who took down, or did not take down, tried to take down two of the greatest of all time, were not able to do so and came up short. Susie, I think, was the one to take the pin as well. And I'm not sure what that's going to do for her psyche, but it is what it is. That was our show. This was Rebellion. OC Revolution right around the corner, so get excited for that. Rebellion will be back this coming Sunday. I think we're actually just ready to end things. Are you ready? Is the real question. Watch out, me back. Rumble submissions are open. They are in the descriptions. They're probably also pinned in the chat. I'm taking off. Until next time, Toodaloo Flight Crew. Stay away from Thomas and Kanji. Thank you for watching. Take us out.
We've got a